Hello my beautiful darlings, and welcome back to Divine Rebel. My name is Racey and I'm going to be doing your reading today. Just a little reminder, these are general energy readings for your collective zodiac sign, so it may or may not resonate with you. If it doesn't, let it go, don't force it. If you don't know the placements of all the planets in your astronatal chart, you can Google sites that will generate it for you for free. You just need to know the day, time, and location that you were born for the most accurate chart. Because I talk about it throughout, the more you know about your birth chart, the better idea of the energies you're going to get, and this is why. Okay, your sun sign, we all know that we are, right, is how others see you. Your sun sign is how others see you. Your rising sign is how you see yourself. Your moon is the part of you that is hard for you to understand. Your moon is your shadow aspects that get triggered and come up to heal. All right, the moon is the part of you that's harder to understand. Your Mercury is how you communicate. It's your communication style, it's your tactics, it's how you communicate, okay? Your Venus is how you love. This is the divine feminine aspect within the self, right? Because we all have it, masculine and feminine duality. Your Venus is your divine feminine energy. It's your heart space. It's what your heart wants, right? Or it's what your heart's feeling. So wherever your Venus is, whatever sign that falls in, follow that sign, because it's going to tell you what your heart's going through, right? Your Mars is what you're passionate about. That's how you're taking action, right? That's your divine masculine energy within yourself. That's your divine masculine aspect. So anything where your Mars is, that's how you take action. So pay attention to where, what sign your Mars is in, because that's gonna be telling you what you're most likely to actually do, right? What you're most likely to actually do. Or, someone else, if you're cross-watching and you know what their Mars is. Your Jupiter, the Jupiter placement in your chart is where you're getting lucky, where you're creating abundance, what helps you expand in your life, the doors that are opening, right? Wherever your Jupiter placement is, that's what's going to bring you the best possible little miracles, right? The best outcomes. Jupiter is quite literally where you get lucky. Okay, it's where you get lucky. It opens doors, okay? Your Saturn is the 3D reality you're in. So whatever sign your Saturn's in, pay attention to that sign. That's going to quite literally show you how the outer is manifesting based on your inner state, okay? It can also be your money and your career. It could also be what's going on with your job, okay? Because it's all that is the physical 3D reality. Wherever your Saturn is, pay attention to those. Your Uranus is what tends to catch you by surprise. It's the unexpected possibility. It's divine inspiration on a conscious level, like you're like aha moments or eureka moments. Uranus, wherever your Uranus placement is, that's the possibility that's really unlikely but beneficial. It's almost always beneficial. This is going to be important for someone. If your Uranus was retrograde there, like if your Uranus was retrograde when you were born, just know that those probably won't work out in your favor, okay? Or there'll be blessings in disguises that reveal a better outcome, okay? Just, all right? Neptune, wherever your Neptune is, whatever sign that falls in, that's your emotional current lifetime healing. That's for you to reflect on. That's your subconscious. That's what's going on in the subconscious that's manifesting in the physical 3D that you're not aware of. All right, and that's from this lifetime. So Neptune is like childhood healing, right? The things that are childhood healing, childhood wounding, things that affected you emotionally, right? Pluto is your past life karmic cycles, how you're transforming, how you're taking, what the deep lessons are, what the soul cycles are, right? The soul cycles that are closing. And this goes beyond this lifetime. This is something that your soul has been rehashing on, trying to close out for a long time. So wherever your Pluto is, right, whatever sign your Pluto is in, you can follow your Pluto and kind of see what it is that's deep that you're not really focusing on that truly does need to transform and transmute, you know, that energy. Pay attention to your cusps. Pay attention to your cusp. No matter what the planet is, a cusp is a sign that's within, or a planet that's within 2 degrees of transition. So it's at the 28th, 29th degree, the ending of a sign going into a new one, or it's at the 0 mark, which is right on the transition, the 0 degree, or it's at the 1st or 2nd degree of a sign. So it's the last 2 degrees, or the first 2 degrees, and then, you know, the transition at the 0. So those are cusps. And so if you're not resonating with, like, let's just say your moon is in Pisces and it's not quite fitting, or you want to get more and you realize that your moon is cusping, you know, Aquarius, then you could also watch Aquarius for the same aspects. Know that it's cusping and that these two energies are kind of working with each other. You know, that's what cusping does. It's kind of pulling you in 2 directions, all right? Giving you 2 different avenues to take. So the more cusps you have, trust me, I know that you're dealing with your own shit internally all the fucking time. All right. Also, North Node and South Node. When you look at your North Node, if it doesn't tell you what your South Node is, it's 180 degrees. It's the exact opposite of whatever your North Node is. Your North Node is your destiny, okay? That's your best possible choice. That's your best possible outcome. That is what you are meant to do. That is a part of your authentic path. If you followed your North Node, you would always be on the right track. Always. It's always going to guide you in the right direction. Follow that sign. It's going to let you know what's going on. Follow your hunches with that. Your South Node is your karma. That's what's trying to pull you back into karmic cycles away from your destiny. So whatever your North Node is, check your South Node, because whatever your South Node circumstance and energies are, you want to avoid that. However those resonate with you, your South Nodes, you want to avoid that. You want to get the fuck out of karmic cycles. So Taurus, let's get this fucking shit started. I haven't looked at these cards yet. So the first 2 cards I pulled were from my Psychic Tarot of the Heart deck and my Wisdom of the Oracle deck. And this was, how did you get yourself into the circumstance you're in? What got you here? Right? What got you here, Taurus? Ooh, okay. We got the 9 of Wands in reverse, and we got Come to the Edge, which is a 3-6, which is another 9. So you've come out of this resting state, this 9 of Wands, where you were feeling like you don't know how much more you could take, right? You were climbing up that mountain, fucking tired, you know, the divine speaking to you, you know, you're getting this divine truth coming in your resting state. You were in this kind of, I need to be alone and figure out my shit mode, right? I need to be alone and figure out my shit mode. It's too much, right? It's too much. I feel like I'm getting beat up, and that's what's passing. And now you're taking a leap of faith. Taurus, you're taking a leap of faith. Or did, right? Because this got you to where you are. So you came the hell out of your state of feeling like it was all on you, the state of feeling beat up, and completely took a leap of faith. And with the double 9s, I feel like I'm definitely getting this feeling of a karmic cycle closing. I think whatever this is, Taurus, let's see more of this here. Yeah. You realized, wow, Taurus, wow. April, you're realizing you really only did have one option. You really only did have one option. With all these other options you could have picked, with all these other avenues you could have, you know, chosen, you knew there had to be another way. There was only one option. The divine left you one option. Yeah. And you took that leap. It's like a leap in self-love. It's like love energy is just following you wherever you go. Like wherever you go, you leave a little love with you. Like you're just leaking love everywhere. Taking a leap of faith and just quite literally just leaking love everywhere. Literally, it's like it's coming out of her hand. She's just like putting love out into the universe. And she knows that's the only option. The only option is to keep putting love out there. This might even be someone like another person knowing that they're the only option, right? Because here she is off dancing, and it's like this, you know, gentleman in the car is like looking at her like she's the only one. Then we got the Tower, and we got the Queen of Cups in reverse. Taurus, whether this is you or somebody else, I think that somebody had their third eye kicked open. I think this divine feminine energy, this Queen of Cups that has her back turned. She almost kind of looks like this person, believe it or not. They actually look extremely similar, only this person is looking at her smiling and she's not that happy. She's holding her cup of self-love. This was a Tower moment that had to happen. This third eye opening, like the universe was like, yo, you have to see something for what it is, and boom, you know, this divine lightning came crashing down, and everything started to fall out. You know, this is it's like the Emperor and almost like his court jester. And the Dove of Peace. Like, the universe is like, listen, I know that it might look shitty. This is a real shitty Tower. This is a rude awakening, right? This is a rude awakening in April. A rude awakening in April. Someone is seeing. You or somebody, but they are seeing. I think you might have caused this. If this Queen of Cups if this is resonating with you, the way she's sitting here with protecting her cup of love, protecting her self-love, I think the fact that she's standing very stoic in her power, very calm in her beauty, which is Taurus energy, right? This calm beauty, this luxury of the Emerald Throne. It's like they've understood their value. They've understood their worth. They know what's in that cup. They know what's in that cup. They know its value. And I think somebody else is finally seeing it too. Like, no matter how many other options there are, I think they're kind of seeing it too. It's like you're helping this person see your self-love. You know, it's almost like the eye in the center. You know, it's almost like he's seeing her, you know, from this eye. It's April, Taurus. Ooh, okay. This might be specific for someone. You're going to be, almost like, oh, what's the terminology for it? Like bilocating, I think it's called. Where you kind of flash and see where somebody else is, like a fly on the wall. Like, you kind of see a scene where you're not there, but you know it's really going on, like, and vice versa. Like, I think, because there's very masculine, feminine. There's masculine over here and feminine over here, and the Tower in the middle. I feel like, someone is really seeing you. I think they're really seeing you for the first time with their third eye. And they're realizing, like, damn, they're the only option. She's the only option. They might even be seeing how they messed up in the past, you know, like seeing where it fell apart. I think they're getting understanding. I think that's what's coming in April for you or somebody else. I think there's understanding coming in, and I think that you took a leap of faith at the end of, you know, March, or, you know, whatever, that you came out of this victim mode, right? Because this is the wounded warrior, that you came out of this victim mode and took a leap of faith on your self-love. I think someone's realizing your worth. All right. Yeah, you're the guide. Wow. So we got the guide, and it's in the upright, which means the light attribute is highlighted, and it represents the nature of the divine in life and in yourself. And again, this is the owl. This is wisdom. You see she's holding the lantern, which is kind of like the hermit, you know, who holds the lantern. It's that inner, that healing within the self, right? That journey within. And once you go within, once you start to understand your own process, that healing, right? Once you start to get into your own divine nature and incorporating it into your life, you're starting to guide others. You're starting to guide others. That's your energy, Taurus. I think you're helping others. You know, if you're resonating more with the Queen of Cups, yeah. I think you're teaching not just this person, but I think you're taking the experience of, you know, taking that leap of faith, you know, putting that love energy out there, you know, not feeling like a victim. I feel like that's your only option, and you're really starting to see it, and you really got to bank on your self-love, because this is what you're intended to do for April. You're intended to guide. You're intended to guide, Taurus. What's healing? Grounding. Getting back into nature, practicality, stability, and presence. Staying grounded, you know, because when you open up to other people like that, when you start expressing your story and connecting with other people, when you start telling it, you take on other people's energy. So it's just making sure that you stay grounded, making sure you know how to discern what energy is yours and which energy is theirs that's kind of just lingering in your thoughts, kind of lingering in your psyche. You got to ground it out and let their energy go, and remember, it's not yours. You know, if you have, and I'm hearing like, if you feel like you're being like psychically attacked, even, you know, like if someone's trying to invade in your crown chakra, like they're trying to invade in your third eye, this is you being able to ground out and saying no, I don't like the energy that this is coming from. I don't like how that's feeling in my physical body, because it'll feel like anxiety. It'll feel like a tight chest. It'll feel like you're not sure, you know, like it's not going to feel good, you know, and you got to be able to trust that and ground that and get rid of that. That's not your true state, right? And I feel like a lot of this too has to do with trust in the divine, because, you know, the root chakra, which is what this is all about survival, you know, getting over those fears of survival. And when you do look at the shadow attribute here, it's about financial, you know, placing financial, getting control over, imparting spiritual insight. And so, you know, a part of you with the root chakra, grounding, it's making sure that when you come out with this self-love, when you start sprinkling your self-love everywhere, don't worry about the financial aspects of it. The universe has your back. And you don't do what you're doing or guide the way you're guiding for the money. You know, it's not that you can't, you know, especially if you're in the holistics field, it's not that you can't put prices on your stuff. I mean, your time and energy is worth something, but don't do it for the money. Do it because it feels good. Do it because that's your calling. Do it because that's what you love to do. Helping people is what you love to do. You're a guide. So make sure that you're always putting that energy at the forefront. The purpose behind why you're asking for that money is because the healing that comes out of it, the guidance that comes out of it, is absolutely worth it. You know what I mean? Do it for the right reasons. Don't get lost and caught up in shit. When you put love energy out, love energy comes back. All right, head space, heart space. All right, so your head space, you're releasing the idea that you can't, that you're, you know, this is it says you're being too good to me. You can't be too good to yourself. That's what your head is telling you. You can't be too good to yourself. And when I mean too good to yourself, like you can't give yourself enough self-love. Fill your self-love to the point of overflowing. Just do what you love. Follow your joy, Taurus. Follow your joy. Take leaps of faith. This is what your heart's telling you. This is your feminine. take leaps of faith. Your heart's telling you to trust. Trust your intuition. Trust your inner guidance. Trust. Really, we got leaps of faith and come to the edge, which is the leap of faith card. Taurus, take a risk in April. Take a risk in April from your heart space. Yeah, because you're going to overcome difficulties. The worst is now behind you and you are surmounting any previous challenges. You're about to soar, Taurus. Come April, I feel like April's going to be a beautiful gestation month for you. Or for someone. Archangel Jeremiah. Yeah, you're getting over it. Like, I think you took this leap of faith not realizing you even had wings in there and they just popped out. Like, you took that jump in self-love and you realized you got fucking wings. You got wings you didn't even know you had. I'm hearing Earth Angel. You know, like... Yeah, Taurus, you're probably on the twin flame relationship too, and if this isn't between you and a partner, this is most definitely about you getting within that divine union within the self. I mean, this is past life relationships. Love is infinite and eternal. You have known each other before. This was always meant to be. This was always meant to be. Whatever this path is for you, it was always meant to be. Nothing can get in the way of this. Nothing can get in the way of that. And you're most definitely overcoming any difficulties getting there. Yeah, you're taking leaps of faith and doing as you're guided from your heart space. This was meant for you. Whatever is coming is meant for you. Yeah, stay true to your integrity. Demonstrate the truth and honesty of your soul and manifest love with your every action. Stay true to yourself. Stay true to your service. Stay true to your craft. Whatever it is that you do. Whatever your soul calling is, do it. 22:22 on the clock. Hold true to your integrity. Taurus. Stay true to yourself. Don't let anything steer you away from protecting that self-love. Protecting your higher calling. Protecting your soul mission. Taurus has a date with destiny in April. Taurus has a date with their destiny in April. And that's what's going to be moving into May. That's what's going to be moving into May. So Taurus, I hope that you enjoyed that. If you want more insight into the month of April as the weeks unfold, I am doing the Zodiac groups on Facebook, and that starts April 1st. So if you don't want to miss it, the deadline is March 31st, and all the payments have to be in. It's $20 for the month or $120 for the rest of the year. And that's it. Right? That's it. Divine Rebel readings on Facebook if you want to do that. Until next time, guys, enjoy this energy. Enjoy this energy. Stay super solid, Taurus. Bye.